Hello, viewers. It's Chris Wolf. Not wearing any glasses this time. You can see my pretty pearly eyes, but I was just wanting to post another video. Still Thursday, but I'm here at the office. I had to come into work on my Thanksgiving, so I had to kind of cut my other video pretty short. But yeah, give me 1 second. There were a few things I did want to talk about, like. Let's see, recent UFO sightings, like I was saying in my last video, but there's been a lot of stuff in the recent days, and it's been pretty interesting stuff. Let me see if I can pull any up. They're being taken. It's not it. By the way, did any of you guys hear about the giant male genital being drawn in the sky by our Air Force? It goes to show you, it don't matter what rank you are, you're gonna do something. But yeah, the guy got in pretty big trouble about that. But yeah, recent there was. I took a look at this one, but I didn't really look at it too hard. See if I can show you guys if it shows up. Give me 1 second. Yeah, this one right here, the shocking UFO sighting above a U.S. Navy base. And it's pretty legit. A lot of other conspirators have looked at it, and they noticed there wasn't really any feathering or anything like that to show that if there was any type of what would you call it, photography editing, like photoshopping or Adobe After Effects. It's pretty legit. The reflection of the sun showing that the sun's pretty much behind us, that would be coming that way, shining down. The helicopter you can see flying over in the area, it's a pretty remote looking area, shadow on the ground. It meets up pretty good. This is a zoomed in picture right here, but it's a pretty legit shot. And I was actually really impressed at the photography on it. I was actually wondering if anybody else has heard anything else about that. That was a UFO base. Or a base in California, in the deserts of California. But I was wondering if anybody else has heard anything else about that, because it kind of popped up and then it kind of disappeared. But it was like it wasn't recent, but it was like 2007 when it like happened. I guess the picture, but it recently was leaked to the internet, and whoever decided to put it out actually grew the balls to put them out. But that's one interesting picture that I did find in recent elements, and you know, it was something to look at. But then like you get the more classic pictures of UFOs, like the old black and white photos that are starting to get leaked out and to our society. And it's just, it amazes me still to this day, even these old fashioned saucers, I call them, because they have more of a linear look to them. And there's Call of Duty, thumbs up to that, and God of War. But yeah, it's pretty interesting to look at that. Let me see what they're saying. Days pull UFO sighting in 15 years, 21st century, 2001. I don't know. Maybe that was the one in Chaucer News Times. I think that one was in Syracuse. That picture come from, but it's still pretty interesting to see. Like, and these pictures come from all around the world, so it's not like they're just randomly, anomalously popping up. These are like coming from everywhere, and they're pretty. It's pretty interesting stuff, I'd have to say. And then you're starting to see like these organic blob masses that I don't know if too many people have seen. Some people said it was kind of an explosion, but the solidarity of it, you know what I mean? It has like that solid shape, which is showing that these are like some type of tendrils, which makes me believe this is some type of organism, maybe an interstellar organism. Oh, look at that, a picture of an archon right there, where I'm like, There was actually a post I seen, or in a video I watched, of a guy who made a camera that can actually see in a type of radius, of range in light that a normal human eye or most cameras couldn't see, which actually, revealed a bunch of worm-like creatures around us that are every day appearing and disappearing. But it's pretty interesting stuff. And these are just some of the pictures that I've been looking over. That one's clearly fake. I can see the feathering from here. But then you get the, always blurred pictures like this one right here. This is some of the ones that, and another thing is like you see all these pictures, they come out and they'll come out in a mass. That one, the ones with, that I noticed that to me, I believe that are real, everyone has their own opinion, are the ones that have just a shape to them that, that one kind of looks like a parrot with its tail folded forward, which it might be, you never know. But it kind of looks to me like something that's just oblonged and not of this world. It just looks awesomely great. And there's a pretty good picture, the depiction of a gray. I remember watching a video that came out around 2007, I believe. And there's also been pictures of rings in the sky, just big smoke rings that form randomly, and they hang over the skies for about 20 or so hours, and it's pretty interesting. And these are pretty full on videos, and they look like kind of like what you would see if there was some type of shock wave or something that would left a smoke ring, and the smoke ring expanded over time. But some people are saying that these might be some type of organisms that live up in our atmosphere that are, coming together as one and actually making these rings appear. No, nothing has been tested on them, far as I know, and I'm pretty interested in that. So if you guys do have any information about anything like that, be sure to let us know. The ring. I've actually witnessed a UFO when I was about 10 or 11, pretty young, back in the early 2000s, late 90s, late 90s, and that reminds me of it pretty much. It kind of looked like a bunch of Christmas lights, like out of that old movie, The Contact, or The Fourth Kind, or whatever type of look. But it represents, the lights going around the ship or underneath it, because the ship could actually be coming out of here. This could be the base of the ship, so it could be pretty big. It's pretty dark behind it, but like I said, these pictures come out 1 in a million, and four of them might be real, five of them might not be real. And then you have the lights that show up over the mountains that are being claimed to be swamp gas. Then you have, different cloud figures that people are like, oh, it's majority of UFOs are just made of clouds, and people are seeing swamp gas that I didn't know swamp gas could ignite randomly in the sky, and plasmodes that erupt and become a figure and stay solid for hours on end. It's just different things, different explanations for stuff, and all that stuff. It's kind of hoo ha in the back of somebody else's pretty decent Halo helmet, DIY. But it's interesting stuff. That is totally a strainer that somebody threw. It's a good idea though, but if you look at it closely, you can see it's one of those like breakdown foldable strainers. That's funny, but you see people